Logan Speed Shop. Today getting the car ready for the dyno. So not a lot involved, basically oil change and remove the front prop shaft. So lie down, jack the car up, lie down under the car, 4 bolts, I can't really see them, under the front of the diff there, pull the shaft out, doesn't leak when the shaft's out, so that's easy enough. Just so we can tune it rear-wheel drive, it's just easier, everything about it's just easier. It's also got a little bit of vibration in the front of the car, so while that front shaft's out I'm going to go take it to get serviced, check the unis on it, get anything fixed on it if it needs to, and hopefully get rid of the vibration. I suspect that's where it's coming from. It's pretty much the only thing that hasn't been changed on the car. And what else we got going on? I'm expecting a delivery from Amiyama, so hopefully that arrives. That's just the seals for the inside around the boot and all the little rubber bumps, like those little things for inside the doors. I can't remember how many are coming, but you can see one's missing down there. So we'll find out when they get here how much I've got in that order and we'll get them all on. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so the shaft's out. This one here is a little bit notchy that way. This way is pretty loose, a little notch in it. This is so bloody wobbly that way and sounds dry, so I reckon that's your vibration. And that way is not too bad. But yeah, I think that's the issue, it's just dry moving that way. So I'm going to take it in, see what the shop can do about it. Not sure as they're not serviceable universal joints, but I can only ask. As for the car, oil's hot, going to drain it out. It's got those little GK Tech ramps, so it's actually high enough off the car to get under there and do an oil change without having to do anything else. So do that now, put some fresh oil in there, ready for a tune. Okay, so oil's changed, she's good to go. Just chuck the breather funnel on the top, make sure there's no air in it, so when I start it up, let's give it a little bit of time to warm up, make sure all the air's out, ready for the dyno. Package has arrived from Amiyama, so you can see all the little bumps. Like I said, not 100% sure where they're all going. The big one I wanted was the rear seal, so that is for around the boot here, because it's one of the last places left with overspray. So I'm pretty excited to get that off, chuck that in the bin. Just put that off now. Make it look ugly for a few seconds without it being on. I'll probably do that off camera. Same as those bumps there. Get them out. They are terribly covered, but didn't really have a choice but to leave them in at the moment until the new ones arrived. I've got a feeling there should be 2 in the middle as well. See what I've got. Work out what I've got, where they go, chuck them in, nothing too exciting, and just on the hunt for a front prop shaft now as a replacement for the one that's buggered. Otherwise I'll get that one rebuilt. Today's the day, just doing the final checks over the car, getting it ready for the dyno today. Just finished night shift actually. I've got the dyno wheels on the back, some Advan tri-spokes, something a bit different, bigger tyres I can fit under there without being ridiculous. I've just got to check the oil in the water, which I'll pop on in a minute, just double check that. But otherwise, yeah, finished night shift last night, worked 12 hours, off to see Frank at AllSparks. We'll get a bit of footage there, chuck it on the dyno, we'll see what power it makes, then I can take it for a bit of a fresh afterwards, hopefully. See how we go. Alrighty, so we did the dyno tuning a couple of days ago. Haven't actually driven the car since I drove it home, but I was that bloody tired from work. I haven't enjoyed it. So I got the car, as you know it, warming up now. I'll insert the dyno clips now. So a few clips. Doesn't actually have a dyno sheet there, so I'll put one up. Ended up making 566 kilowatts at the rear wheels on just shy of 33 pound of boost, which wrapped about way more power than I expected to make. But for now, I'm going to take it for a bit of a drive around the block. Still running rear wheel drive only, as I don't have a new front prop shaft. Waiting for the replacement to arrive in. Hopefully be able to get a clip in the end of the video with it in four-wheel drive as well. But for now I'm going to try and wedge the camera up there in the headrest and take you guys around the block when it warms up. Don't know if the camera's going to stay in position or it's going to fall over. Not sure how usable the footage is of the first drive after the tune. Still rear wheel drive, but yeah, broken axle. The brand new axle I had made up is actually sheared off and looks like it's twisted a little bit in there. So I've got both sides out, so the rear end's completely ripped out. And over here, my makeshift paint booth away from the garage, just got some axles getting cleaned up. So R33 GDR axles, we'll pop the stubs in, rip out the other ones I've got in there in a minute, and it should be back good to go together. Does mean though that I have got a spare GDR diff if anyone's after one. Obviously no stubs, but apart from that she's good to go. Wherever the mechanical diff centre is in there as well, and it's a 4.3, so if someone's after one, let me know, sell it for a good price. But yeah, get the axles in. Still waiting for a front shaft to turn up at this point. Hopefully it turns up today while I'm out here, and we'll get that in, test what it's actually like to launch the thing while everything's happening. Just got my bolts cleaning away in there. It's bloody hot. But I figure can't put old bolts into for the drive shaft, so clean them up nice. Alright, rear end's all in, front's jacked up. We've got a replacement front shaft here, which to be quite honest the unis feel pretty average in, but we'll chuck it in anyway. Worst case I get a vibration and I get the other one rebuilt, but at the moment it gets the front wheels spinning. That's what matters, so let's see how she feels. Alright, so all the shafts are in. Let's see what the car's like to drive with the new power. First quick pull, feels good. Driving with my window up, but it's not some of the wind noise. Actually, I'll probably get more noise from outside with the window down a bit. Just be a quick drive. quick U-turn here and go back towards the house. Just want to let this four-wheel drive go past me, that way I can take off properly. Try that again. Alright, so axle tramp on launch. But apart from that, feels good. Try and find where my boost leak's coming from, because I'm down to 25 pound. This tune should be right in 33 pound, so a bit of a hunt for that. Otherwise, yeah, that's how she feels. Right, got full boost again, ended up being this little fucker. Not exactly sure what's wrong, but when I put some compressed air for it, she sounded funky. End up chucking another one on for now. Probably later on I'll chuck a 4-port Mac valve on there, but at the moment overspending money on the car, to be fair, so that can wait, get my funds back up again and just enjoy it for now. It's running just under 32 pound at the moment on that boost tee, which is plenty, enough for the street anyway. See if I kill another one, could happen yet. Pretty sure that's the problem anyway, can't find any other leaks. But yeah, that's me done. Enjoying the power of the car, and hopefully get some outside shots in the next few videos.